All right, so let's go ahead and get started. This is the company gap detection. And over the last 4 to 5 years, we've been working with car audio shops to try to dissect what are some of the key things that have shifted, but also some of the things that are anchored on things that we all understand. You see, be closing has been a term that's been used for 30, 40, 50 years in a sales process that's connected with emotion. So many of us sell off of that one piece of the puzzle, always be closing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off right away with that anchor. And that is in the always be closing area, you see that there's a process to making a deal with a customer when they walk in or somebody calls them on the phone. This is very common. There's a lot of different little pieces of the puzzle. Takeaway closes or shifting the emotion or changing the state of the deal. There's many things that are involved. However, they all come down to this. Meet and greet the customer. You want to sell yourself. You want to get them to like you. And then from there, you want to sell the company. You want to get them to trust who they're going to be doing business with so that the job gets done. And then from there, you want to educate the customer. You want to try to give them as much information as you can so that they trust that you know what you're talking about and they're making the correct decision. From there, you want to give them an offer. By the way, this costs this much. And then from there, you want to qualify them. If you're going to be looking to have them finance, then from there, you would try to get them to qualify for financing. And then from there, you would close. This is a common sales practice that's been going on for many years. However, there's been a big change. And I always say that always be closing or ABCs is dying. Not totally dead. However, it has shifted. And so what I'm going to do is show you how this shifted and where the customers are going. So over the years, we started to realize that the customers started to look at their phones, not looking at billboards. So if you look over on the left-hand side, let's go ahead and follow this down the line. On the left-hand side, the area that's all in red, we're going to go ahead and call that the traffic area of your business. So that area used to be your articles that were in magazines, it was in the radio, it was in your television. So those were the way that they would try to drive traffic to get your attention. Well, now we have a lot more control. We use Facebook ads, Google ads. We do articles so that we can show that we know what we're talking about. We do SEO to try to get to the top of the search engine. Then you have directories where people go on other people like Yelp to then get pressed somewhere. With that, we have the ability to take action now, okay? Here's where the biggest piece of the puzzle is missing. What a lot of car audio shops and wheel shops are not either wanting to agree with or denying it, or maybe I can try and make this simple enough. The area, if you look at the C, where it says ABC on the diagram, it says educate. What's happening is, for many years, we have focused on being very good educators and closers, and we've been very proud of being able to be a very good closer. However, what's happening is they don't want to listen to us on the floor as much. Now, they want to be educated and told what you do, what services, close to how much is it going to cost, and deliver the most amount of information to them online. So the second area is what we would call on website or landing page conversion, okay? This area, if you look, is a website or a landing page, as you can see in the diagram, and you can see that we want to ask ourselves some very specific questions. Number one, when they go there, just like the front door of your business, when they go to your website, is it clear? And I mean clear of what you do. So the second one is, do you have any offers? Are you asking them to buy anything? Or are you just saying, by the way, we're here, like a flag? You don't want that. You want to be aggressive in asking them for the sale. The next one is, do you feel that when they go on there that their experience is getting educated, getting some information, and these things get triggered very quickly on the site because your average person, unless you grab their attention, is only 2.5 clicks from going away. So with that said, that's your on-site conversion. That's an area you really want to focus on because that's like having either a bad salesperson online or a good salesperson online. Now, if you look over, it says control, on the below side, the area goes to call or driving directions. That is because they've landed on a page and they decided to contact you. From there, you know how to do always be closing, and you move them down the line. If you look at the control area, two things can happen there. One is on the website, you're taking control of the customer and you're getting them to download, let's say, an ebook, or you're getting them to download maybe something about a certain manufacturer. You're trying to create a relationship. Or the other one is you have the ability to sell them something online. Both of these, always be closing, control, and being able to sell something to them online, it gets you information of that customer, the email address, and you get maybe the phone number. If you look at it that way, you're collecting people in your local area. So if you look over on the right where it says control, collect email, become friends, on the other side you have control, communicate, become friends. If you continue to collect the information of your local customers, you can then 10x the marketing dollars that you've put in, because over time they're going to purchase more products from you. So if you had a $30 cost to bring someone in, a $19 cost to bring someone in, whatever your cost per acquisition is, you don't have to pay that again, and you can actually get a hold of that person using automations. So as you can see here, the things have changed, but the fundamentals of how our businesses are running today has just shifted. And so there's an old book that says, "Who moved my cheese?" And I always kind of make a cheesy joke. The cheese has moved again. And so this is a diagram that should lay out exactly what you need to do. So the next step for you would, if you wanted to chat more about this and find out what parts of the business that your gap issues are, I'm sure that by going through this, you go, I can strengthen this, I can strengthen that. Go ahead and set an appointment. Click on this link that's in the email, and then you can go down, set an appointment, and then let's just go over what gap products are good for you for driving traffic. Or maybe you're interested in our Limitless program, where we have the ability to work together and then we do it for you. So with that said, it's really good to meet you, and we'll be talking to you soon.